There is a specific feeling that some people get when plans are cancelled. It isn't disappointment. It isn't sadness. It is a wave of pure, unadulterated relief. It is the joy of knowing that you don't have to go out into the noise, the traffic, and the small talk. It is the comfort of knowing that you get to stay in your sanctuary, in your sweatpants, surrounded by the things that bring you peace. If you are watching this, you are likely one of these people. You are a homebody. Society often misunderstands you. The world tells us that a good life is a busy life. We are told to go out, to network, to be seen, to travel constantly, to fill our calendars until they burst. If you prefer a quiet Friday night on the couch over a loud party, people might call you boring. They might call you antisocial. They might ask, don't you want to get out more? And sometimes, you might even doubt yourself. You might wonder if you are missing out. You might wonder if you are becoming a hermit. But let me tell you something profound today. Loving your home is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of wholeness. It is a sign that you have built a life that you do not need to escape from. While others are running around trying to find happiness out there, you have mastered the art of cultivating happiness in here. You have turned your living space into a recharging station for your soul. Today, we are going to explore the 5 rare and beautiful personality traits that define people who love staying at home. These are traits of high intelligence, deep sensitivity, and profound self-sufficiency. By the end of this message, you will stop apologizing for staying in. You will realize that your home is not a cage, it is a castle. Trait number 1, the trait of inner richness, low boredom threshold. The first trait that separates the homebody from the crowd is an incredibly rich inner world. People who constantly need to go out are often running away from something. They are running away from silence. They are running away from their own thoughts. They need external stimulation, loud music, new faces, changing scenery, to feel alive. If they are left alone in a quiet room for an hour, they get bored. They get restless. But you rarely get bored. You can be alone for hours, or even days, and feel perfectly content. Why? Because there is so much happening inside your mind. You are constantly thinking, dreaming, planning, reflecting, or creating. Your home is filled with the tools of your inner trade. Maybe you have books that transport you to other worlds. Maybe you have a garden that connects you to the earth. Maybe you have a kitchen where you practice alchemy with ingredients. Maybe you simply have a comfortable chair where you sit and travel through the corridors of your own memory. You don't need the world to entertain you because you entertain yourself. This trait is a sign of high intelligence and imagination. It means you are self-sustaining. You generate your own dopamine. While others are consumers of experiences, you are a creator of atmosphere. You understand that the most interesting place you can ever visit is not a nightclub or a tourist trap, it is the landscape of your own soul. Trait number 2, the highly sensitive nervous system. The second trait explains why home feels so good to you. It is because you likely have a highly sensitive nervous system. In psychology, we call this being an HSP, highly sensitive person. It means that your brain processes sensory input more deeply than the average person. When you go out into the world, you are taking in everything. The lights are brighter. The noises are louder. The energy of the crowd hits you like a physical wave. You notice the mood of the waiter. You notice the uncomfortable temperature of the room. You notice the flickering street lamp. For a non-sensitive person, a night out is energizing. But for you, it is expensive. It costs you a tremendous amount of energetic currency. You come home feeling drained, frazzled, and overstimulated. You feel like a phone battery that has dropped to 1%. Your home is your sensory deprivation tank. It is the one place in the world where you can control the variables. You control the lighting. You control the temperature. You control the sound. You control who enters your space. It is a controlled environment where your nervous system can finally unclench. This is not hiding. This is regulation. You stay home because it is the only way to bring your baseline back to neutral. You are protecting your peace. You are honoring your biology. You understand that in order to be your best self, the kind, creative, thoughtful person you are, you need periods of retreat. Society might call you fragile, but you are actually finely tuned. A Stradivarius violin is more sensitive than a cheap guitar, but that sensitivity is what allows it to make beautiful music. Your sensitivity is your gift, and your home is the case that keeps the instrument safe. Trait number 3, the craving for authenticity. The third trait of the home lover is a low tolerance for the fake. Let's be honest, a lot of going out involves performance. You have to dress up in uncomfortable clothes. You have to put on a social mask. You have to make small talk with people you don't really know or care about. You have to pretend to be having fun even when you aren't. For you, this feels like a betrayal of your soul. You value authenticity above all else. You want to be real. You want to be comfortable in your own skin. And where are you the most real? At home. At home, there are no masks. You can wear what you want. You can eat what you want. You can sit in silence, or sing loudly, or cry, or dance, and you don't have to worry about anyone judging you. You don't have to perform for an audience. People who love staying home often find social events draining not just because of the noise, but because of the pretense. You hate the game of who's who. You hate the posturing. You hate the superficial conversations about the weather or work. You prefer deep connection. You would rather invite one close friend over for coffee and talk about the meaning of life for 4 hours than go to a crowded bar and shout over the music. Your home is your truth zone. It is the place where you strip away the expectations of the world and return to your factory settings. It is where you remember who you are when no one is watching. This trait shows that you have high integrity. You are unwilling to trade your comfort for popularity. You are unwilling to trade your peace for status. You have decided that being true to yourself is more important than being seen by others. Trait number 4, the quality of selectivity. The fourth trait is a misunderstanding that needs to be cleared up. People think homebodies don't like people. That is false. You love people, you are just selective. You are the curator of your own energy. Because your energy is precious, and because you recharge in solitude, you are very careful about who you allow into your space. Your home is not a public square, it is a VIP lounge. If you invite someone into your home, it is the highest compliment you can give. It means you trust them. It means their energy blends well with yours. It means they are safe. People who are constantly out and about often have wide but shallow social circles. They know hundreds of people, but they might not have anyone who truly knows them. But you? You likely have a small but deep circle. You have a few people who are your ride or die. You invest deeply in these relationships. When you do socialize, you want it to count. You want quality time. This selectivity protects you from drama. By staying home, you avoid the gossip, the conflicts, and the chaotic energy of toxic people. You keep your life simple and peaceful. You understand that you become like the people you spend the most time with. So, you often choose to spend time with yourself, because you like the company. You are your own best friend. And when you do let others in, they are people who add to your peace, not subtract from it. Trait number 5, the spirit of independence. The fifth trait is a fierce, quiet independence. Society often depicts the homebody as dependent or fearful. But the opposite is true. It takes a tremendous amount of independence to be happy alone. Most people are dependent on the herd. They need the herd to tell them what is cool. They need the herd to validate their choices. They need the herd to keep them from feeling lonely. But you have broken free from the herd mentality. You are autonomous. You make your own rules. You create your own schedule. You don't need to be at the hottest new restaurant just because everyone else is there. You are perfectly happy eating toast on your couch if that is what you want to do. This independence applies to your mind as well. Because you spend time alone, you think for yourself. You aren't easily swayed by groupthink. You have time to process information, to form your own opinions, to listen to your own intuition. You have built a fortress of self-reliance. You know how to soothe yourself when you are sad. You know how to entertain yourself when you are bored. You know how to motivate yourself when you are stuck. You don't need an external savior because you save yourself every single day. This trait makes you incredibly resilient. If the world shut down tomorrow, as we have seen it can, you would be fine. While others panic without their social distractions, you would just pour another cup of tea and open a book. You are built for survival because you have built a life that is sustainable from the inside out. The spiritual truth, your home is your temple. Now, let's look at this through a spiritual lens. Why do some souls feel such a deep, magnetic pull toward their homes? It is because you are a space holder. In ancient times, there were people whose job was to tend the fire. They didn't go out to hunt. They didn't go out to war. They stayed at the center of the village and kept the flame burning so that when the others returned, there was warmth and light waiting for them. You are a modern-day fire keeper. Your home is not just a building made of bricks and wood. It is an energetic vortex. It is a temple. By spending time there, you are charging the space with love, peace, and intention. Think about how people feel when they enter your home. Do they say, "It feels so good in here"? Do they relax instantly? Do they never want to leave? That is because you have imbued the walls with your energy. You have created a sanctuary in a chaotic world. This is a sacred role. The world needs people who are grounded. The world needs anchors. While everyone else is floating away in the chaos of modern life, you are holding the frequency of stability. When you stay home, you are not inactive. You are anchoring light. You are meditating, praying, thinking, and loving. You are emitting a signal of peace that ripples out into your neighborhood and beyond. Do not underestimate the power of a peaceful home. It is the foundation of a peaceful life, and ultimately, a peaceful world. The solution, owning your choice. So, knowing this, knowing that your preference for home is a sign of sensitivity, authenticity, and spiritual grounding, how should you move forward? First, stop making excuses. You don't need to lie and say you are busy or sick when you just want to stay in. You can simply say, "I need some downtime." Own your need for rest. Second, curate your sanctuary. If you are going to spend so much time at home, make it a place that feeds you. Declutter the mess. Buy the comfortable blanket. Light the candle. Treat your home with the reverence it deserves. It is the vessel that holds your life. Third, release the fear of missing out, FOMO. You aren't missing out on anything. The party will be loud. The conversations will be surface level. The drinks will be overpriced. Instead, embrace JOMO, the joy of missing out. Relish the fact that you get to skip the hangover and the social anxiety. Relish the fact that you get to wake up tomorrow feeling rested and restored. You aren't missing out, you are opting in. You are opting into yourself. The final ritual. If this message resonated with your spirit today, if you felt a deep exhale of relief knowing that it is okay to love your home, then I invite you to make a powerful declaration. I want you to signal to the universe that you cherish your sanctuary. I want you to bless the space that holds you. Close your eyes for just a second. Imagine your home. Visualize it filled with golden, warm light. Feel the walls protecting you. Feel the floor supporting you. And silently say, "My home is my peace. I am safe here. I am whole here." And to seal this intention, go to the comments below and write these simple words. I love my sanctuary. Let those words be your boundary. Let them be the moment you stop apologizing for staying in and start celebrating the beautiful life you have built within your four walls. You are not boring. You are grounded. You are deep. And you are exactly where you are meant to be. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Stay cozy. Stay peaceful. And enjoy your sanctuary. Until next time, take care.